everyone, and welcome to the most monstrous day of the week, Monday. I'm Din,
And I'm Frenzy.
and we are two idiots talking about monsters
Yes.
on a Monday in a podcast form.
Yeah. Basically.
Francie, do you want to tell us what's the topic today? Because I have no idea.
Yeah. But maybe before we start, we might as well again say we are not qualified to talk about anything we do. I just do research, basic stuff, and we just talk about it and have fun. And today's topic that I did research and we are going to make fun of is robots and artificial intelligence because they kind of work together.
Yeah, kinda.
Kinda, pretty much. So robots. What the fuck are robots? Robots are machines.
Oh no, I did not know
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Like it's yeah. So that was the easy part. They basically count as non-organic or synthetic creatures. Robots are programmable with a computer, and they are able to carry out simple or complex tasks if they have been programmed to do so. A robot can basically look whatever. Like there are robots that are just built to do a certain task, so they are basically designed to have that function and that function only. There are, of course, robots that are or that have where people tried to make them look human, but it's not necessarily a thing they have to look like. Like basically, robots look like they look because they've been designed that way, and that's the function they serve. On the other side, we have artificial intelligence, or short AI. AI basic is there's a lot, and a lot of the stuff I found was in written in a language that was very sciencey and a bit too much for me. I have no background in AI programming or programming in general, so a lot of stuff was like, what? So I tried to make it make sense to other people that also have no clue, like me. So I hope I get this right. If there are people listening that know better, please, the comments are there for a reason. Please enlighten me. But basically, what AI describes is machine intelligence, which is basically the pendant to the natural intelligence of human and animals, which basically is defined as any device that perceives its environment and takes actions that would maximize its chance of successfully achieving its goals. So everything that basically can recognize a situation and act according to the situation, so it has the most chance of succeeding in what it's trying to do, that is artificial intelligence, if they are not human or animal. Um, or basically animal, not animals, basically machines that can mimic or simulate the cognitive functions of the human mind, like learning or problem solving. So there are AI that basically learn by themselves and can solve problems by, like chess, robots, basically. They're, like when you play against an AI in a game, for example, kind of an AI.
Yeah, there are different types of AIs too. The
Yeah.
ones that like are self-learning, where they keep like learning, and then there are just AIs that have been already like programmed to do a certain purpose. For
Yeah.
example, enemies in a video game, for example, and stuff like that.
Yeah, basically, enemies in video games is where you get the most like that AI is so dumb because well they have been programmed to go there shoot this, and if they have not been programmed to you know in a shooter to take cover, then they won't do that because they haven't learned that or aren't programmed to do that. I don't know if that really encapsulates AI. Then I mean it's called that, but yeah, like I said, I don't have too much insight there myself. I only basically did my research as best I could on that subject. So basically, how do we, or like how does pop culture receive or view sentient robots, which is kind of like what I'm going with AI and robots kind of. We have in movies, one of the earliest versions was Maria in Metropolis from 1927. Metropolis being the movie that pretty much every film mayor I know wrote something about. If it's not their bachelor's thesis, it is at least a paper. We have Hell 9000 from the 2001 A Space Odyssey. We have basically the androids in the Alien movies. Like there are a lot of,
Terminator.
yeah, there's
Terminator.
The Terminator from Terminator. Like if you have like a group of robots in a certain sci-fi movie, they mostly already have like another name, not just robots and sometimes it's androids. We have replicants in Blade Runner. We have the Sentinels, which are like the big bad in the Matrix series. You have fucking RoboCop. I'm not sure if RoboCop actually counts as a robot because it's kind of like cyborg-ish, but
Yeah. I
yeah,
mean, that's the whole question of at which point are you cyber and which point
cyborg.
do you turn into a full-on robot?
Yeah,
I think there is something to do with like I don't know.
it's
I'm
ethical. I think it's an
it's
ethical problem,
it's an
probably.
ethical problem as well. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's there's a lot there. Like where do you draw the line of if is this still human and whatever? Like there's always, I mean, I think in video games where there are some video games where if you get a lot of like mechanical upgrades or like basically cyborg thing, that you have like a humanity stat and it goes down. I think it was like either Shadowrun or something that did that, and it's kind of shitty, honestly, because basically if you lose your arm and get a robot arm, you're not less human for that. Like that is very ableist if you
It
think
really
about it that way.
is.
So like that there's, yeah, like it's a huge thing, and yeah, like if there's at least some part of human there, you're fucking human, sorry. So yeah, other robots in films, the droids in the Star Wars, all the Star Wars. We have, of course, not just movies. There are a lot more in movies. I had to like pick a few
I
because
mean,
there's,
there is a whole game called Detroit Become Human that is
yeah.
about
I put that
robots,
down in
AI.
games also. Yeah, the androids in Detroit Become Human. We have the Reapers in Mass Effect, or just like ED and Legion, or like the Geth are basically a robot race in that case. You have Atlas and Peabody and Port 2, who are robots.
There,
You have fucking Bastion from Overwatch.
there is also a race in Destiny, a video game where you are basically a robot. I don't remember the name
Okay.
of it. I haven't played that game in a while, but it's
I
basically you
haven't
are
played that
just a
game ever.
robot man. You're a robot
Okay.
man shooting a gun.
Robot Man. I think there is, because I did start playing that like a month ago, No Man's Sky. There is a race of robots, kind of, but I've also forgot what they were called. But yeah, like in games, if you have like a sci-fi setting at all, there will be robots.
I mean, it doesn't always have to be a sci-fi setting. Like for example, in D&D 5th edition, the what's the fucking word?
Warforged?
Yeah, Warforged are technically
Mm-hmm.
like magical robots
Robots. Yeah, they're basically not made of metal, but metal and wood, I think, if I remember right.
and
And they're
magical
kind of like,
energy.
yeah, and magic and shit, not circuits, but like magic.
A
So it's kind
different
of like,
flavor of robot.
yes, back to that. Yes, basically a different flavor of robot. You can also go basically steampunk robot. That would be amazing. I would very much like that. I mean, that's isn't there like an enemy in Skyrim or something that is
uh,
basically steampunk dwarven
like
robot thing?
yeah. I play a lot of Elder Scrolls Online. Basically all of the dwarven civilization or all dwarves are dead, but they were like really mad into steampunk robots. So basically, you just fight these horrible, horrible, like basically robots in different shapes, and they're like powered with steam and other magical stuff. So
Amazing.
yeah,
Oh
it's
god.
a whole thing, a dwarven mechanics or something
Me.
like that. It's a whole thing in Elder Scrolls series.
I did forget that the dwarves were dead in the whole Elder Scrolls thing.
Yeah, they were dead. I think it was has to something to do with what they built. Like they built stuff and stuff that they built just fucking killed them.
So basically, again, this the creators being killed by its creation. We're going to get back on that later. That's gonna be interesting. But yeah, there's also literature, of course. People have written about robots. The most, of course, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams had Marvin the paranoid android, who was very sad. But the most well known sci fi novel author would be Isaac Asimov, who basically did this whole thing of like, yeah, we have these robots have laws. Like, if you create a robot, they have to follow certain laws, which are the three laws of robotics, which are also called Asimov's laws because he wrote them. There are three laws. First one would be a robot may not injure a human being or, through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm. So basically, because, one of the big fears of people is robots are going to become sentient and kill them.
I mean,
Second,
have you heard of like because there are interviews of like people talking to self-thought AIs in
self
real
learning,
life.
yeah.
Yeah, and they just were like, "Yep, humans are gonna die." Like they
Mhm.
literally just say that because humans are horrible. Like we as like people are pretty horrible, and I can see robots just being like, "Hmm, you guys are kind of useless and just bring horribleness into the world. Why not just, goodbye?"
Yeah, yeah, we'll talk about that more. Because I have a whole thing of like, why are people scared of robots? It's gonna be fun. But back to the three laws. So we have the first law of basically don't hurt a human. The second would be a robot must obey their orders given to it by human beings, except where such orders conflict with the first law. So basically, obedience, unless it would hurt a human. And the third would be a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. So take care of yourself, practice mental health, have a mental health day. But if it would hurt a human or you would disobey a human's order, don't do that, basically. So,
It's like
yeah,
a safe lock made by
yeah,
the humans. Like, please don't
basically.
kill us.
Don't kill us, but you know, you can still exist and take care of yourself, but just don't kill us, you know? Yeah. So basically those are kind of, yeah, the most well-known robot things where you're like, okay, if robots would go sentient and we had these laws, we might be safe. But also there are loopholes. Like there are a lot of books and movies to this basically exploring that. Like I think I Robot did that. I think it was based off an Asimov book where it's like basically okay, so to protect humanity, we must kill humanity because humanity is its own worst enemy or something. I haven't watched that movie in a while. So yeah, but basically there are loopholes and that's what's scary. But yeah, basically humans are scared of a lot of things. Like humans don't like things they don't understand, and robotics is a subject I think the majority of people do comprehend because, well, it's a skill. It's a lot of math and mechanics and stuff, and well, I don't have the brain for that, honestly, but I'm still chill with robots. But there is basically the fear of robots, like robophobia is apparently a thing. I don't know if it's actually called that or if somebody just made that up. But it's basically the
That
fear
sounds
of
like an Overwatch lore thing.
yeah, robophobia. Beep boop beep. Yeah, I mean, yeah, even Overwatch has like robots, like the Omnix.
Yeah,
Omnix was it?
Omnix
Yes.
is the word for them.
Yeah, I do love them. I do love
They
Zenyatta.
do have the whole commentary on not like robots not given the same kind of
Right.
rights as humans and that whole thing. I just wish there was a bit more about that lore, but well,
Overwatch has the problem of not enough lore because it's a team shooter. But I would like some lore, please. Please.
Zenyatta lore, where are you at?
Yeah. Oh, God. I hope that happens at some point. Maybe if Overwatch 2 comes out. I doubt it, but well. Yeah, but people are scared of robots, and they're like robophobia. Wonderful word. Does include the fear of robots, drones, robot-like machines, whatever that means, and AI. Like robot-like machines. What do you mean? Like Roomba? I mean, it's probably like it can be a serious problem, but I just imagine like some people are scared of mice, and you have like this very theatrical, over the top version of oh no, the mouse, and just somebody stepping on a chair and not getting down there until somebody has dealt with the mouse. But
A
instead of
tiny
the mouse, it's
it's
a
a
Roomba,
it's a room. Oh no.
which I'm pretty sure there are people that have that fear, and it's valid, of course. But it's just in my mind that picture is just very funny. I'm very sorry about this.
This just makes me think of that like one video on YouTube of I think it's Michael Reeves who's like makes a Roomba that screams in agony every time it hits like a wall or something.
Oh God, yeah. Oh
It's
God.
even funnier when it's like this super cutesy voice and it's like fuck.
I
It's
do.
great. I do
Oh,
hope if robots ever come to happen, I do wish they all sounded like that. I
be
have a mighty
amazing.
need for horribly vulgar swearing
Robots.
robots because like they don't need
Yes,
to do it, but also
it would be fun.
it's hilarious.
Yeah, and also I just remembered knife Roomba, where
Knife
somebody
Roomba.
just taped a knife to Roomba. It's yeah, and that wasn't even before. That wasn't even 2020. Somebody did that before.
I mean,
Like,
there is also a tentacle in a box, which is basically someone. I don't know if you have seen the video, but it's on Tumblr
yeah,
where someone like
but
made a
also
robotic
yeah,
tentacle and then just tapes a knife to it, and it's this knife
yeah,
wielding tentacle, and then it's like, oh, if anyone wants to come and shut this off,
yeah.
please, please be my.
Oh God,
That's just. I feel like that's just what robots would be like.
yeah.
That or either
Like
the
the
most horrifying, like realistic human being kind of things.
yeah, I kind of imagine like this horrible because this is very chaotic energy. Like making a robot tentacle with a knife is very chaotic energy. And if that became sentient, I don't know. Like would they preserve that chaotic energy, or would they just be like, I am sentient. I am better than this. I can be more than a tentacle with a knife. And then it's just two tentacles with a knife. No. But like no, but seriously, they don't become sentient A by accident and B like instantly. Like there has to be like at least how I imagine it, like self-learning AI. So it develops basically.
Yeah, there is a learning time period for it. I mean, it might take a short while. Computers and therefore AIs are rather fast learners because
Yeah.
they are not tied to human, functions. They don't
Mm.
have to sleep or they don't have to, eat, and they don't have like a speed limit. I mean, they might have depending on what
They
kind of
don't
cords
have
they
a
have.
speed limit.
Like in their mind, they don't have a mind speed limit. I don't know if that makes sense. Am I dumb? Might be.
I am not going to comment on this, but
Why do I still feel like that's a comment on it?
no, I would never do that.
She says in a sarcastic
No, no. So, yeah, it's there's a lot. I kind of lost the track here. Sorry.
I think
Give
that's
me a
my
second.
fault. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, because I remembered a thing. There is it came out a few years ago. There's a text adventure called Choice of Robots, which is basically you are a scientist developing the first like functioning AI, like self-learning AI with robot body attached, of course. And basically, the choices you make decide kind of determine what a happens to your robot AI child, and also how the world around you develops. So you can have different endings where it's just like you marry a robot, you bring about like a robot world reign, you bring about World War III, and either the robots win or the humans win, or to one of the two human factions win,
Robot
or you
fucker!
just fucking die. Like it's yeah, but I really really like that game because you have like subtle stuff that can influence basically your robot's stats and also yours. So everything is influenced kind of. And one of the choices you can have is how you make your robot look. And it's like, okay, so if do you give them human legs to make them more sympathetic and more human-like, or do you just give them like fucking wheels or whatever? And certain things will be more helpful in certain things, like wheels would make it more stable, but human legs would make it more like approachable for human. You
Or
can
agile.
or agile, yeah, or agile. Then you have like how do we want the face to look, and one of this is like this angelic, basically faceless features, like this very gracious thing, which is I think even gives you like the grace stat up or something, where it's basically you make them more godlike and ethereal, which would of course lead more to the you have robots rule the world kind of thing. Like humans still live, but basically robots rule the world, which is a thing. Like I really like that game. I haven't played it in a while. I should probably get into that again. It's very good, so I can recommend it. It's I think it's on Steam, and it's also like you can get it on mobile. It's pretty cheap.
I really need to look into this because it
It's really
sounds
good.
amazing. We
Yeah,
should
I
play it together at some point.
yes, we can do that. That's amazing because it's really good, and I do love. I had like a huge phase of getting into text adventures, like 5 years ago or something, and some of them are really really good. It's choose your own adventure, but you have stats. It's like if you don't have a D&D game and just want to do something on your own, it's fun. But also if you have a creator doing a series and they take 3 years to make, because they write basically what is a book, you kind of get stuck for a bit. But yeah, I mean that happens with most creators, so that's chill. But yeah, so basically this how do you make them look is kind of a big thing, because the way robots can look can be either like you just it's fucking Wally. It's cute, it's a robot, you chill. But some robots, if you especially if you want to make them look human, can have, well,
Uncanny Valley.
exactly.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about Uncanny Valley because it's a big thing of why people are kind of scared of robots, because if you want to make them sympathetic and want people to show sympathy towards this creature or being basically, then you would want it to make it look more human, like give it human limbs, at least the amount of limbs that are considered normal, and like a head and size and whatever, make it look as human as possible, which will in reaction make a human look more sympathetically on that thing. But if you make it too human or too off, like if you have this graph of like not human, human, and other, And if you get to the other side where it's just something is very off, then you get into this uncanny valley. Like it just you look at it, you look at this robot and you're like, it's supposed to look human, but something is weird. And that's when your body gets like alarm signals. There will be revulsion and disgust and
Wee
anger.
wee. What the
Yeah,
fuck is this? Wee.
like this. What the fuck is this? Please go away. Like that reaction of like nope. Basically, you nope out of that situation because well, it just causes this revulsion, like eerie feeling of something is wrong here, and you just you don't and that's like a problem because a lot of if you look like just fucking look online of like tries to make like a human shaped robot and like or like talking to a robot that's supposed to look human and they do like this synthetic skin or something. It just looks like somebody pulled like a face mask from like a Halloween store over just a computer, and it just looks bad and it just looks wrong and bad and not good, and you don't want to be there in the same room with
I think
that.
it has something to do with like the trying to make robots look like humans is, if I recall, often made so they would be able to show emotions like humans do, but because they don't actually have emotions,
Bad. It's wrong.
it kind of feels uncomfortable, and
Yeah.
also that attached to the robotic voice of not actually probably having like the tones that
The
like
inflections of the
yeah, the
yeah.
inflections to show a different emotion. So it's just gonna be something like, I am so sad for you.
And that just this huge like frowny face basically and you're like
There's like a little like pause, and then it just goes into a frowny place, and you're just like,
um
go away. I don't
yeah.
like this.
Exactly. That's like, you don't want to go there. That's no. So yeah, no, that's just it's difficult and it's hard to make a human face and have that animate also. Like I think that's like in animation you have a lot of if you have bad animation and the characters look off, you also get this feeling of uncanny valley where it's like, okay, no, this is
Oh yeah, that's the
creepy.
whole thing about like bad animation is that your brain notices that something's off, and that's why you know that something's like bad animation.
Like it's like our brain tries to protect us from things that are weird, but also our brain tries to make things that do not scare us. So it's a conflict, I
Also,
guess.
our brain tries to see a face in everything.
Yeah, I did read about that.
Two
It's also
dots and a line.
fascinating.
It's like, yeah, that's a face.
Sure, that's
uh,
we don't even need a nose. A nose that
Nobody
doesn't.
has a nose. No
Yeah.
nose. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows what it's like. No.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm not. No.
Oof.
Please take
Bad.
me away. Um,
Take me away.
but no. Um, robots. Robots are scary. People are scared of robots, and not just because they can look creepy, but also because people are afraid that robots will take their jobs away.
I mean,
Because
they do
yeah,
have some points, as
yeah,
some
like
of
it's
their jobs are being taken away because
yeah,
robots are better.
better, efficient, more efficient, cheaper, faster, the whole thing. And it's like that's a legit scare or like a legit fear I can definitely see for certain types of jobs, definitely. It's yeah, I mean I wouldn't like this fear of having like X will take our job away also kind of has like this aftertaste of yeah, we heard that about other things before too and it's kind of bullshit, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
to be honest, even if there are like more jobs that are being taken over by robots, there is also more jobs being made because you need different things to work on.
Yeah,
As in,
definitely.
like, you probably are not looking after a convey belt of, I don't know, toothbrushes and trying to see if one of them is, some of them are like defective, instead of robot doing that. But on the other hand, you would have stuff like you having to fix the robots or looking after the robots or making sure that they don't break or break anything.
Be a professional friend to the robots. Talk about their life's experience with the robots. Just be nice to the robot. I would like to be official robot companion. I would make that work.
A robot fucker.
Also that, but I would hmm, I don't think I could teach a robot anything. Like you have like these there are romance movies where it's like, "Oh yeah, you teach a robot emotion or some shit." And I'm like, I couldn't even explain emotions to a human who also has emotions. Like, how would I explain this or teach this to something that has no experience with the thing? Like, it's somebody trying to explain colors to a person who has been blind from their birth. How do you explain a color to a person who's never seen that color? Like, d- how do you explain a color? Period. Like, it's just, what? How would I do that? So I don't think I would like to be useful to our new robotic overlords. No, but I am not. Um, I can clean your, I don't know, chrome skin. I don't know.
I love how you're just struggling because it's just like, what the fuck do robots even want? What
How
would
do,
they even want? It's like,
I could talk to a robot about fucking D&D, but I don't know if they would be interested. I would D&D with a robot, and I want to see what that would be like.
it would
Bec-
be so much number crunching. So much number crunching. Holy shit. I
I
can just imagine that.
I
Or
take back what I said. I would never want to play D&D with a robot.
it's either that or they will try to make a character that already exists in literature or other forms of stories.
I mean, I think
Basically, you just
being
hook up a robot into internet and they know everything. That's it.
yeah, but also they know everything, but can they create? Do
Why
they
not?
have imagination?
Well, they can create stuff by looking at other stuff that has already been made. That's
Which
how.
is what humans do.
Yeah, but listen, there is a robot that paints. I'm
Okay.
not like joking. They gave like a database of old paintings, and then they just told the robot to paint, and the robot painted based on what the like what the other paintings seem to be about, and it was a good painting that did not exist before. So that's that.
Oh.
Give like maybe 50 years, and I'm not doing art anymore because all of the robots will be doing it. Also, yeah, you say imagination is like a very human thing, but also at this
No, I'm
point,
like no, no. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm posing the question: could robots or artificial intelligence create and have imagination?
yes, because well, this is tied to my studies. But basically, everything has already been made.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is just a mixture of things that have already been made at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So even though you have the greatest idea ever, someone has had some part of that made already. So if a robot had a database of everything that's ever made, or the knowledge of things that have been made, it could easily just combine different parts of those ideas and make something new, quotation mark new, even though it's technically just a remix of already existing things.
Okay.
So robots can just create stuff based on the knowledge they have, because that's at this point we can't really reinvite a wheel. Like at this point we have
Reinvite, yes, also not, but reinvent, also no.
yeah, no reinvent.
We
But yeah,
can't reinvent the wheel.
everything
It
is a
just
remix at this point. We have been here for so long that it would be difficult for us to imagine new things that are not in some part made already.
yeah. I mean, at least maybe if we get to space and find new things, maybe I don't know. But for now, I think that's the basis we have. Like everything has been made already, so we just munch it together and just ta-da, I guess.
Yep.
So robots could definitely do that. So robots can create, which could also take a lot of jobs away, I guess. Um, but the bigger fear I feel like, at least when you look at media depicting robots in a certain way, is the fear of robots turning on humanity and basically trying to overthrow or murder or I don't know what their creators. I do enjoy or did enjoy the Mass Effect series, the trilogy. Kind of enjoyed the fourth game quotation marks, but there have been basically there is this race of aliens who made their own AI and their robots. Basically, they made their robots and they became sentient. These robots are called the Geth, and basically what happens was they were asking their creators if they had a soul, which was the first question basically posed, and that kind of came like this ruckus of oh shit, we kind of created life, and we're afraid they might overthrow us. So it became like this civil war basically, and this alien race, the no the Quarians, they basically lost that fight and went to space away from their home world because the home world is now the home world of the Geth, of the robot people, and they basically have this they're basically nomads on their ships cruising through space. Um, but you have the option to basically bring those two together and be like, hey, you live together, you don't want to hurt each other, you're cool, do that. And it's very nice and very sweet. But also, the sentence, does this unit have a soul, does still make me cry sometimes. Um, which also, funnily enough, I did Google like robots and origin, and Google has this thing where it basically offers you certain questions to the subject you're looking for. And one of the questions was, do robots have souls? And you click on that, and the answer you get from just some random site is, robots have no soul, it is established. And I was looking at that and going, what the fuck? How, what? How?
Holy shit.
I mean, what? What? This, so I had like this 15 minutes of existential crisis, even though I'm not a robot, I think. Last time I checked. But it was like this, okay, but okay, robots don't have a soul. This is a sentence you can say, but also this add-on of it is established. What? Who established this? Who said that? Who did a study?
Who did
Like
it? Who
how?
done did this? Who
I mean,
done
this.
did this?
Oops. Yeah. Like, okay, the concept of a soul is very religious and spiritual. Of course, you probably can't do like a science study on does this thing have soul. But yeah, I'm not sure. So that did throw me for a loop. But
So, does this mean if robots have souls, are there ghost robots? Ghost robots. Ghost robots!
I mean,
Ghost
if you
robots!
if you think about like basically a ghost being the residual energy of a thing that was once alive and then died, of a sentient thing. Like animals are sentient, animals have ghosts apparently. Then sure, I guess there can be robot ghosts. If sure,
You
I
don't sound so sure though.
I am not, but sure. Why not? Please, please, what do you think about robot ghosts? Please put that in the comments because I want to know. Because I am undecided again. But yeah, so also that would be scary if you have already this fear of robots turning on humanity, and then you have like a bunch of robot ghosts also haunting your ass, then you are fucked. Like just oh yeah, like it's not this horrible, horrible stereotype and trope of horror movies where it's like, oh, this was an like an burial ground or like a cemetery or like a Native American burial ground before we put this here and now it's haunted or something. Now it's just, oh yeah, they made robots here. We made it into like apartment building.
Oh no, I
Um,
just realized something, Frenzy.
oh no, what?
Ghosts and like robots. We have just made Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh no,
Just ghost possessing robots. It's just Five Nights at Freddy's.
shit. Oh no.
Oh no.
Everything has been done before.
Everything is a remix.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh boy.
So we made Fridays at, yeah, 5 days at Freddy's. Fridays at Freddy's is also that's the sequel to the
Five
millions of
nights.
games.
It's Five
Yes,
Nights at
I know
Freddy's,
it's
not
five
5 days.
nights. I
Five
don't know.
days.
That's
Fuck.
that's my that's my cheap knockoff version that I did
Oh
make.
no.
No, no, I did not. But no, I want to make no like a fucking RPG maker, like a shitty version of Five Nights at Freddy's. It's just 5 days at Freddy's and nothing happens because it's the day. So you just have fucking pizza or something.
You just go there, eat pizza, that's it.
It's a pizza eating simulator. And you have to survive 5 days of pizza. You cannot eat the same pizza each day. That's the law. And they only have 4 pizzas. Now you're fucked. No, no, but like this fear of something you created turning back on you, I think is like this very generational thing also. Like that's why I feel like that's why certain generations don't get along with each other. Like this thing of, oh, I didn't have that what you had, so now I'm angry, or
Oh
like you
yeah,
don't
definitely
understand.
parents just being like, oh shit, what I have created is going to kill me.
Yeah.
Cue a child with a knife.
What do you have? A knife.
No!
Oh. Yeah, like basically, um I mean humans are kind of like this thing was like yeah, apparently you live, you reproduce, you die in some cases, and you just go, oh yeah, no, I didn't feel like it, I'm just gonna make a robot, and you kind of reproduce in that way, like you make life with a sentient robot, and then you look at your child and go, oh no, oh no, this might be smarter than me. It has more knowledge than me because it has more connections to the internet and technology and understanding of how things work. And now I'm obsolete, and now it will basically murder me spiritually or physically and replace me. I think that fear of being replaced by something new is very much a human thing.
It's human pride. Like
Yeah.
it's a good thing if your like child is smarter and better than you for like as a whole. But that does kind of sting.
Yeah.
Like you're just like, "Oh no.
What
No."
did I do with my life that my child is now better? And like sometimes you don't like, I think some people are too hard on them when they're like, I just didn't get that far in what I wanted, but my child now has this opportunity. Then you are, of course, happy that your child has that opportunity.
Not
Uh,
always. Some parents are
yeah,
fucking
some parents are
vile.
just shitty. Yeah, of
They are
course.
just like, this is a competition and I'm gonna bring you down.
Yeah, and then of
It's
course you
like,
have
oh
like,
no.
and then you have like the stereotypical stage moms who are like trying to force their dreams that they did not manage on their child. Of course, it's not just for moms; it's just the name that phenomenon got. But like, there can be stage parents. It's universal, basically. Where you put this this thing on your child where it's like, okay, you need to do this because I didn't manage it, and you're the new and approved version of me. You got some genes more than I did, and now you gotta make that thing, even though maybe if it's not the thing the child wants. Which is also could be like a robot thing where like
Oh,
you,
definitely.
my robot child, will be better, and the robot child just wants to chill and watch Netflix sometimes and doesn't want to overthrow the world, which would be like the perfect thing for like a villain to do. Like like a villain scientist or something. I created a powerful AI, and they will now rule the world for me, through me. I don't know, but like, and their robot child's just like, but no, I kind of just want to, chill and play World of Warcraft or something. Like, I just want to kill dudes in Destiny. Like, I don't.
I
This
just
doesn't
wanna
say Call
enjoy
of.
life. That's it.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to kill humans. They're kind of chill. I mean, they're pretty dumb, but I mean, if they want to, if somebody kills them, it's gonna be themselves. So I'm the.
They're doing great job themselves, killing them with
Yeah, they
all
don't
the
need my
global
help.
warming and all of the other stuff. It's going great. Just give it a
Yeah,
little bit time.
exactly. Like, maybe if you make an AI that's basically for preventing global warming, like heat death of the universe, and their only solutions like kill all humans, then I would understand. But
Yeah.
also,
Yes.
it would not help us survive. It would help the planet to survive. And that's when we get back to like these this like the robot rules and laws of robotics, where it's like, okay, you can do that, but only if it doesn't harm humans, because we kind of still need to be here to, see the success of this thing. But also, if just robots lived on this world, I mean, they would also do some stuff. I mean, they do need energy and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
they need fuel in some capacity or other. So there would still be some damage to Earth if they don't go for
Depends.
like, yeah, like green energy all out. Like you have a solar panel on every robot or something.
I mean, it would be a lot smarter to go green because we'll have an unstoppable amount, like un basically the fuel stuff. There is a limit to how much there is. So if you go
Yeah,
green, there is no limit. So it would be in a long term a lot smarter. So I would think robots probably would go for the green because
yeah,
they do have the brain power, well, the code power to think further ahead than just one human lifetime.
yeah,
So it would they would probably go green.
yeah. That makes sense. I mean, they would still have to figure out like how to store the energy, because that's a big problem still. But I mean, with like a bunch of AI coding power, as you said, code power, then I think they'd figure that out
Or
at some
maybe
point.
in like 2000 years someone discovers actual magic and they will be powered with magic like in
That would be
RPGs.
amazing. I would love that. Honestly, I just want to find aliens that have magic. But that's another thing. I mean, we are probably that's gonna. I'm already scared of making an episode about aliens because we don't
I-
know shit.
Is it because it's too alien to you?
Ah. I think I just felt my soul leave my body. Um, if I have that, I don't know.
Not
But
anymore.
yeah, it just left, just went out the window, and it's closed, so it's pretty stealthy, my soul. Um, no, but yeah, aliens would be a fun topic, but also we have no nothing about the possibility of said thing.
What do
So,
you
I mean,
mean? There's
that
so much stuff about aliens. There are so
yes,
different flavors of aliens.
yes, but nobody's ever met an alien.
Have you met a fucking vampire? Is that where this whole thing is going?
No, no, but
It's
like,
all going to fall because we haven't met an alien and we can't make a podcast about it because we haven't met an alien.
no, no. I meant,
But apparently we have met a zombie and a vampire and a
no, I meant
ghost.
that's not what I meant.
What did you mean?
say, but that also, thinking about it also makes no sense, because like there were people who thought they have met a vampire or whatever, and of course there are people that also think they have met an alien. So that's not making sense either. But like in my brain, it was like, okay, we have like historical, not evidence, but like things there was like, okay, this was a thing people thought existed and met and interacted with and blah. Uh, and aliens are.
Aliens fit that same description,
I
Fancy.
know, but it. Mm, ignore me.
No, I'm just not gonna let you live down this.
First teeth meet, now aliens. Great.
Teeth meet on aliens. That's a great shirt if we ever get that far.
I want to have a pin with teeth meat on it. The word, not the word teeth
Gums
meat.
on
Not
like a pin. Just put it on like a bag, and it's just like, what
it,
the fuck is that fleshy thing? Oh, it's my teeth meat.
it's not mine. I'm not gonna rip my teeth meat out.
Do you wanna? Do you have anything else on the fucking robots?
No.
Imagine the robots with teeth meat. Like they're completely made out of metal, but then they have gums. Please, can we just get into build a robot part now? I'm gonna
Yes.
die.
I
what
saw
what kind of robot do we want to make?
one with gums apparently.
Oh, God.
No. God. Uh.
Oh, oh boy.
yeah.
Anyway,
Uh.
so
Yeah. So.
build
Uh.
a robot,
Yeah.
build a monster. Do we want
Build a
it to
monster.
be like a nice, sympathetic, really nice, kind robot, or do we want just end all humanity
Murder.
robot, murder hobo robot?
Murder hobo.
No, that's a different thing.
I think I wa- okay, listen to this. I want to make this. I want to make the second, like this robot who really wants to destroy all humanity, but they are very ineffective.
The
Like you have
robot
this,
AI
like
is just stuck in a Roomba.
yeah, exactly.
They want to end the world, but they're stuck in a fucking Roomba.
I w- I want it to be like, okay, like Wally type, but yes, Roomba is so much better. Like a Roomba who wants to conquer the Earth or like basically kill all humanity because they're shitty. Which mood? Um,
Their creator is just like, I can make a thing to accidentally make a killer robot. Oh shit! Well, I'm just gonna put you in this body. Um, please keep cleaning my floors. Thank
no.
you. And the Roomba just wearing like, fuck you! Why? Give me a body! I want to kill people!
So we basically put the swearing Roomba and Roomba with knife put together,
Yeah,
copy
basically.
paste, and then just yeah.
Imagine like a GLaDOS, but as a Roomba.
Oh my god. Yes.
You
GLaDOS, but
monster!
as a Roomba.
I'm
Die,
going
you
to kill
pathetic
you.
worm.
I'm going to kill you now. Ow, 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 ow,
Or
ow.
the turrets. The voice of the turrets
I mean,
from
it's the same
Portal.
voice actor.
Yeah, I know, but it's so good.
It's good. Just imagine this cutesy voice and just being like, die, humans!
Humans.
Die, humans! Oh god, my voice is fucking leaving my
It just
body after
broke.
laughing so hard at your
Bullshit? Yeah.
stupidity.
Thank you. And you say you're the dumbass of the group. Yeah, no.
I I play my part.
So yeah.
A Roomba, swearing Roomba, who
Murder Roomba. Does the murder Roomba have a knife taped on it?
I feel like the creator would have probably like been like, okay, I will give you a knife, but just one knife, and it's a
A
butter
butter
knife.
knife.
Yeah,
Yes.
and they're like, thank you, this pleases me.
Now I feel dangerous.
I am.
Now they will respect
I am the
me.
danger.
I am the
Fear me.
knife.
I am the knife. I am the knife.
I am vengeance. I am the knife. Okay, I'm
Justice,
sorry.
Justice Rupa have a day.
Oh, and now I just want to call it Batman.
Oh
This
no.
is my Roomba Batman. I am the knife.
What if that's what the creator calls it? Just like,
Oh god, yeah.
uh, or just
The
call it,
knife. It's just the knife.
or call the Roomba something
Knife
really
bot.
knife bot, or just something really normal. Like, hey, this is my robot. No,
Pigeon.
Bob. We have already used Bob. That's no. This is my Roomba called Laura. Say
This
hello,
is
Laura.
Stacy.
This is Stacy. Say hello, Stacy. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Then just
I will kill you.
slowly approaching with a butter knife.
Say hello, Stacy. I will murder you.
You are going to die. Ha 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 ha. Look out. Uh,
Yes, so Stacy the murder knife Roomba. Knife Roomba.
who
Just Stacy
who's
the knife Roomba.
who's Stacy's creator? Probably like a college student who really wants to get into AI learning and stuff.
And
Or like
got really high one day. Or really
no,
drunk. Or
they
both.
they just wanted to make a self-learning AI and they accidentally made a murder. They were like, "Oh,
Yes.
this will help me with like uni stuff or like college stuff." Then they make it. They're like, "Oh fuck, oh shit, time to put it like to the Roomba prison you go." AI.
Roomba
It's basically a Roomba prison. It would be a whole hilarious thing of the Roomba trying to find a way to get an actual body.
That's its adventure. That's the adventure of Stacy.
Stacy's the murderous Roomba.
I
Amazing.
I love Stacy. I fear Stacy and I love Stacy.
Stacy can kill me anytime with a butter knife.
Yeah. Ah, perfect.
Great job. Great job.
Wonderful. I think that's it for today.
It definitely is. Thank you anyone who joined us to listen to this madness. Stay safe. Don't get eaten. Don't get bitten. Don't get killed by a
Don't
murderous robot.
a robot. Yeah.
Yeah. And we will see, or well, hear you next time. Bye.
Bye.